I came when I was 4. I was lucky and I was able to come through plane. Other folks are not that lucky. But we were gonna go back to Mexico. But my brother was born, and my brother has Down syndrome. And in Mexico, they don't have a lot of resources for people with disabilities like they do here. And that's when we made the choice to stay, because it was really hard for us, because we didn't know the language. We didn't know, we had family here, but we were kind of doing things on our own, and we were jumping around from like home to home to home, like with this aunt and now with this aunt. And then I remember I moved like 6 times. That was hard, but yeah, once again we stayed because my brother, but fortunately we were able to settle. So we got to Jurupa, then we stayed in Jurupa, then we moved to Tustin, then to Wilmington, then back to Tustin, then to Jurupa, and then finally in Riverside. So I don't know how many times that's, I think that's like 5 or 6 maybe. But yeah, we finally settled in Riverside. We got an apartment and we've been there for 12 years plus, I think. I guess I always knew, but I guess when it really hit was my junior and my senior year of high school, was because of the jobs and because like FAFSA, and I had to apply to a different thing. And I was like, and I would hear that there was only a certain amount, like a certain budget that you could get, because it's like California funded, not federally. So I was like kind of scared because of that. And I was fortunately able to get the DREAM Act, but it was also weird. I'm really happy that they have No Be Dreamers here, because it really helped me out. Because if not, I would have been like, who do I go to kind of tell that I'm like undocumented, and where do I apply? And fortunately also I had we had amazing mentors here. My senior year of high school, I filed for DACA. I was fortunate, and I got it right before they cut it off. But yeah, so right now I have DACA, and I'm pretty good. Yeah. What about those people that weren't able to apply for DACA? Like, what happens to them now? You know, like how are they going to get jobs? How are they going to go to school? How are they going to do like certain things that I was able to do? How are they going to obtain a social security number? You know, it's all these things, and it's like, okay, you're okay, but it's also, if you have like a family with mixed status, you're like, what about my family members? What about these people? Where's the protection for them? Like, they're just kind of like in a weird like lingering effect, where it's just kind of like, where do we go? What do we do? Where do we apply? What's next? And these are very important things to have in your life, because how are you going to get a job? How are you going to support your family? How are you going to work your way through college? You know, how are you going to afford college if the DREAM Act doesn't give you enough support? It's like a lot of things to think about, and I'm actually quite angry that there's not something for those people that don't have DACA. I did graduate high school, and my plans for the future. So I just got hired it's under a fellowship as youth organizer, which is very, very exciting. I hope to just move on from there. I don't know yet what I want to major in. I'm still at Riverside City College, but I'm thinking probably special education or possibly political science. You know, who knows? I'm just kind of pulling both ways to see which one I like better. It would mean a lot, because like I was saying, I used to canvass neighborhoods to remind people to vote and things like that, and I would leave feeling satisfied that if I don't vote, like at least I got someone else to go out and vote, you know, and whatever which way that they're voting, you know, I can't personally tell them how I would vote, and that's the part that sucks, but it's just kind of like that fulfillment of knowing that they're going out to vote. But once again, it's also draining. It's very mentally exhausting knowing that I can't physically have my voice heard in that way. And I know that there's a lot of us that would love to vote. You know, you can tell because we're out there having other people go out and vote. Like, we're out there canvassing to get other people out and vote. So we wish we could vote ourselves. And it would mean the world to me to have citizenship because of that reason, because of many other things, right? But because of that reason, and it just make everything easier for us, like owning a house, like doing certain things, like it would just make it so much easier. And I've always dreamed of being able to support my family and being able to get them a home one day. You know, we've lived in apartments for 12 years and it's been great, but we're ready for a home, and I know that would just make the process that much easier for us.